Now that we know we can buy stuff at the seasonal events, the cat's out of the bag, and people are going to be saving from now on. I know that I would have personally been saving for the event had I known that my coins were going to be useful. Instead, I dropped 1500 coins on a Tracer skin and a couple of highlight intros the day before the event started. That's not going to happen next time. At the inevitable holiday event, the entire Overwatch community is going to be ready with a sizable stack of coins saved up. Hi, I'm Forrest for Faulty Lid, and today we're going to be talking about why the current state of loot boxes is unsustainable. We're getting to the point where people have unlocked a lot of the game's items. The more items we unlock, the more likely we are to get duplicates. Therefore, the more we play the game, the more likely each loot box we open has gold. This is a double problem. As the rate we receive gold increases, there's less and less stuff we actually have to spend the gold on. According to the Overwatch wiki pages, it takes approximately 888 loot boxes to earn all of the items in the base game. That sounds like a huge, unobtainable number right now, but a year from now, 2 years, there will be people with max items and huge stashes of gold. Why is this a problem? Because the sustainability of Overwatch depends on loot box sales. Overwatch is not a subscription service. It has to earn its revenue from new sales of the game and microtransactions. We're staring down a future where players have massive piles of gold, increased gold intakes, and incentive to hoard it. With the current state of affairs, Blizzard is going to find that their loot box sales are going to decline. It's a mathematical certainty. After all, why would you buy loot boxes when you can buy all of the items that you really wanted in an event with your massive stack of coins you've been saving? Let's look at this a little more tangibly. Right now in the Halloween event, there are 4 3000 gold skins and 8 750 gold skins. That's a total price of 18,000 gold. While there are other things to spend gold on during the event, let's focus on the skins because I think they're the big ticket item that would actually compel people to buy loot boxes. Now 18,000 gold is a lot, but it's not that much. When people start hoarding gold because they have nothing to spend it on, it's feasible they can reach that amount of gold every few months. And that's not accounting for the luck of getting those items for free in loot boxes. We're only a week into the Halloween event, and I already got the Dr. Junkenstein skin, so that's 3,000 gold right off the top that I don't need to spend later. I don't even think my luck has been great. Other people have even more of them by now. If I get just one more of those legendaries, we're suddenly down to 12,000 gold, and that's even more reasonable to have stashed away. To me, this looks like the people who play Overwatch the most are not going to need to buy loot boxes. This is a problem for Blizzard because the daily Overwatch players are probably the people most likely to spend on cosmetic items. Given the current update structure, I see the inflation of our gold piles as an inevitability. The only post-launch additions to the standard hero gallery have been Sit and Laugh emotes, D.Va's legendary emote, and Reinhardt's Eichenwaldt skins. Considering Overwatch is 5 months past launch, this is a fairly slow rate. This would seem to indicate Blizzard doesn't want to solve this problem by gradually expanding the hero gallery standard items. And they don't have a lot of incentive to do that. New item development time is much better spent on the event items where the limited time availability has a much greater chance of getting people to buy loot boxes. The only financial motivation to add more skins, emotes, sprays, etc. to the standard lineup of items would be to solve this problem and little else. And Blizzard must know this is a problem. Someone has done the math and seen down the line. So then, what are Blizzard's options? What could they possibly do to solve this? The first option I see is an Overwatch expansion. I don't believe Blizzard wants to do a traditional expansion, since they don't really want to split their community up. But what I can see is Blizzard dropping a bunch of new content on us at once, like maybe a couple new maps, and a new hero, or some combination of the both. This could fit in with saying Overwatch is in a new age, like the second Omnic Wars, and then they give us a bunch of new hero gallery items and say that these are the new second Omnic Wars skins. They would basically get us to pay for an expansion by giving us a reason to buy loot boxes. In this scenario, all they have to do to avoid the problem of us having tons of coins saved is drop the hero gallery expansion onto us after a seasonal event. That way, they know we should be as drained of gold as possible. This would be a great solution for the fans, and not the best one for Blizzard. Not having a limited time availability on these items might just mean that Blizzard makes a ton of new items while only receiving a small increase in the number of loot box sales. I think a lot of players would just wait to unlock them the free way. So this would be great, but I just don't think it's very likely. The second option I see them having is they could increase the price of seasonal items, perhaps adding an even higher tier than legendary. A single skin costing 15,000 gold would do the trick. This solves Blizzard's problem without asking them to create content at a faster rate than they are now. This is probably my least favorite option as a fan of the game, but probably the most elegant option for Blizzard as a business. They could make really cool skins that people want and then jack the prices up. If you're a regular player of the game, I imagine by the time these hit, you really wouldn't mind since you're going to have enough gold to deal with the inflation. This really kills the casual player or newer accounts, since they won't have the gold stacks to buy a grand legendary skin. To them, the inflation won't exist at all. The last solution I see is more seasonal items. Another solution fans would love, and it actually works out pretty well for Blizzard. The Halloween event is great, but my favorite heroes didn't get a lot of love this time because they had skins in the summer games. If all heroes could get a skin that costs 3,000 gold every event, this could really kill inflation since the events are seasonal, so Blizzard can plan that gold piles are going to shrink every few months. Add a 3,000 coin recolor to all those skins and we have what should be a sustainable model for Blizzard. They have their method of controlling our gold and we get more skins out of the deal. It's a win-win. The current rate we earn gold and the current rate items are released is fine right now, but it's not sustainable. If Blizzard wants to earn money from microtransactions long term, and we know they do, we're basically guaranteed some kind of change to the current update pattern in the future. I just hope Blizzard can deliver a solution that meets their own needs while also satisfying their fan base. I want Blizzard to make money. I want this game to have the financial health it needs. But I really don't want the same kind of money grab we saw with the summer game loot boxes. I fear for the worst, but I hope for the best. How do you think Blizzard is going to deal with the declining loot box sales in future seasonal events? I want to hear about it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This has been Forrest with Faulty Lid. Until next time.